So once again, let me switch over to 2D wireframe. Let's get rid of these temporary construction lines here. All right. Now to set up my front UCS, here's what I'll do. Go to coordinates, 3-point UCS, place the origin, snap to the corner there for the direction of X, snap to this corner here for the direction of Y, come back to my UCS list, which I can see if I go over here to view my UCS list. Let's give it a name. Call this front face. All right, now we can go ahead and model. Now we've got our center hole, and then we got the reflected holes on either side. So let's just do the layout here first. Let's put in the construction lines, put in a vertical and horizontal at the same corner. Now again, I've just been deleting those construction lines, but there's no reason why you can't keep them. Just want to be clear with our steps here. So from left to right, let's take a look at our drawing once again. We're going to focus on this face now. Right? So we got the center of the part, or the center of this face, it's the center of the hole, and we also have an offset of 1. It's not shown in this drawing, but that's the offset to 1. And then to either side, 113. So if I offset, I can offset from here to the midpoint, as you can see there. Select that construction line, offset to the right. Then from the bottom up, we have another offset of 1. So if I offset, punch in the numeric value, offsetting this line towards the top. So there's our center for our center hole. And then if I offset to either side, 113 to the left and to the right. These will mark the smaller holes, the centers for those smaller holes. Now, this center line here, the horizontal one, I need to offset up and down 0.62. All right, so now we got all the intersections we need, right, to set all our little circles. So let's start first with the center circle. Place that one, and we've got a radius of 0.75. All these other ones here are going to be 0.14. So if I create one, now all I need to do is select all of them, and we can do a copy selection to all of those little intersections there. Make sure you have the right one. If it's hard to see, you can always rotate, right? Rotate your model, orbit your model, so you can clearly see those intersections. You don't want anything else behind them, right? So you can see it's dynamic, doesn't interrupt my command, and I can continue placing those circles. Escape to cancel. All right, now I'm going to go ahead again and remove those construction lines. And so now what I need to do is extrude those cylinders to make the holes. So first, come over to my Home tab and use Extrude. Select each of them, all of them. We're going to do the extrusion all at once. Okay, enter. And once again, we can use a vertex in the back to get the correct depth. If I switch from 2D to conceptual, I can verify my subtract operation here. I'll use subtract from the larger object, enter, select each of those smaller objects. If it helps, go ahead and zoom in so you can focus. Once you have them all selected, hit enter, and then you should have your hole. All right, so this way you can see there's our solid, right? We've got all the features. The only thing that's missing now are our fillets. Okay, we've got fillets on this inside corner, here and here, and also on this outside corner. So we're going to produce them the same way that we did it earlier. Let's go back to the fillet command, and here I'll type R for radius, and that should be 0.12. Okay, now the way we're going to do this is, notice how we could do multiple, right? We could do multiple, let's select, make sure we select the correct edge here. So I'm going to zoom in, make sure we have the right edge there. And you can see there's the value for the radius. So I hit enter, and you got to reselect that same edge so that we can produce the fillet. And you'll see now I can proceed edge by edge, hit enter, reselect the edge, hit enter again. All right, you can always use your orbit tool, zoom into the area where you're working, get out of orbit, and make sure you zoom in so you can get that one edge, hit enter, select the same edge again, and then enter. Turn yourself around. Okay, zoom in there, get out of orbit, select the edge, enter, edge again, enter. And that should complete the modeling for the VIca bracket. All right. In the next video, what we'll be able to do here is take a look at using the sole view, sole draw commands to make your layout presentation.